Okay, so let's look at some of the questions that we've done so far. Let's look at a mixed amount of questions. So let's look at the first one. 4/5, we're subtracting away 1/2. Identify that the parts are not the same. So the first thing here we need to do is to change it so that our denominator is the same. How do we do that? 5 times 2 gave us 10. So let's make our denominators now out of 10. Okay, so how did 5 become 10? We times it by 2, we times the top by 2. Now 4 times 2 gives us 8. We're subtracting away. How did 2 become 10? So we times it by 5, we times the top by 5. Alright, now we simply need to subtract away 8 and then take 5 from it, which gives us 3 over 10. And there it is in its simplest form. We can't halve that, simplify any further, and there is our answer. Okay, so again, change the denominators that they're the same, times them together to get 10. And then, how did we change 5 to get 10? We times by 2. That's how we know what to do to the top value. Okay, we're adding here, right? It's understanding what we're doing here. Different denominators, when we're adding or subtracting, we've got to have the same denominators. Alright, 2 plus 3. We can simply add those together. Then we've got to add a third plus 1/4. So, 2 plus 3 gives us 5. We've got different denominators here. So let's use 12. 3 times 4 is 12. So we're going to add on. We've got a 12 there and a 12 there. Now how did 3 become 12? We times it by 4, which means we times the top one by 4. So we'll have 4 out of 12. Now how does 4 become 12? We times it by 3. It's the reverse. Times the top by 3. Now we have 3. So we're adding 4 and 3 together, which gives us 7. So we've got 5 plus 7/12, which equals 5 and 7/12. And there's our answer as a mixed fraction. So again, recap, 2 plus 3 gave us our 5. 1/3 plus 1/4, we had to change the denominators into 12. We had to work out the top value. And then we simply just added them. Remember, we didn't add 12 plus 12. So 4/12 and 3/12 is 7/12. And there is 2 questions there in terms of what we've just been doing. So let's look at another 2. So let's just remove this. Number 3. Okay, so we've got a mixed fraction here. Now remember, when we're subtracting away mixed fractions, one of the key things was, let's change it to an improper fraction. It makes things a little bit easier. 4 5s are 20, plus 1 is 21, over 5. Subtract away 2 5s are 10, plus 3 is 13, over 5. Now all we have to do is subtract them. 21 take 13. Let's work that out. Becomes 8. And if we want to change it back to a mixed fraction, how many 5s go into 8? Well, 1. And how many are left over? Well, there's 3 out of 5. And you can check. And again, that's in our simplest form. There's our answer there for 4 and 1/5. Take 2 and 3/5. So the good thing is that our denominators were the same. That's what made things nice and simple. Number 4, 3/10 multiplied by 2/5. So when we're multiplying fractions, the denominators don't need to be the same, whereas when we're adding or subtracting, they had to be the same. So up here, 3 times 2 gives us 6. 10 times 5 gives us 50. So there we have there. And we can simplify this by halving each one. That's 3 over 25. But we can't go any further than that. And there is our simplest form for that multiplying fractions. Right, so when multiplying fractions, we need to make sure that it's in a proper or improper form. Okay? So there's some questions on fractions.